When skill meets opportunity, ability finds its voice. Hi, I'm Dr. Niharika and welcome back to Mindful Minutes. So आज मैं आपसे बात करूंगी स्किल डेवलपमेंट की for students with disabilities and not just as a theoretical idea but as a practical path aligned with the India's current ecosystem. The National Education Policy 2020, National Skills Qualification Framework, Government Skill Initiatives and Industry Linkages. और यहीं पर रियल चेंज होता है. स्कूल्स और ट्रेनिंग सेंटर्स में हमेशा हमारा फोकस रहता है केयर और सपोर्ट के ऊपर, जो कि ज़रूरी है. बट स्किल डेवलपमेंट मस्ट बी डेलिब्रेट, सर्टिफाइड, कनेक्टेड टू द रियल अपॉर्चुनिटीज. द नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी 2020 एम्फेसाइज करती है इंक्लूजन पे and the need for vocational pathways from school onwards. It asks us to design education that prepares young people for life and work, not only for exams. So, what is available around us? India today has structured framework to support this. I'm sure many of you are already aware of this. The National Skills Qualification Framework, the National Skills Credit Framework. So, this encourages the alignment of school, vocational curriculum, and industry needs so that the students can earn recognized credentials as they learn. Earn while you learn. This makes transition smoother and employability measurable. और इस साथ ही साथ the Department of Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities has various programs and guidelines specifically for the PwD skill training and accessibility in training centers. It has globally been recognized and acknowledged that supported employment and hybrid train and place or the vice versa, place and train models demonstrate that with the right training, workplace supports, and employer partnerships, persons with disability can successfully be included in the mainstream work. So these models combine hands-on training, on-the-job support, and employer sensitization, and it works. So, what can be the 5 practical principles for school to skill pathways? So, from my own experience and the current best practice which is available, the 5 principles should guide every program and it should include skills which are functional and contextual. Training must be NSQF aligned or competency based. The industry linkages and internships must be built in the curriculum. Accessibility and assistive technology must be standard and it should not come as an optional subject. Assessment, certification, recognition of prior skills or prior learning must be available so that a learner's competence is portable. So, now how should we take this forward? The schools and the training centers should operationalize this. Practically, schools and training centers can take 3 major steps and immediate steps. What can these be? That instead of just training the students on the very traditional, skills and tasks, map the students' strengths to the National Skills Qualification Framework or the Credit Framework. And there are qualifications which are already available for this will aid the recognition and employability. Look for industry partnerships and at a local level. Don't go for very high standards. Start small. Only one internship per term, job trials with nearby shops, or the CSR tie-ups or tie-ins with ITIs or even the SCPWD initiatives. So, SCPWD is also emerging as a sector partner to translate industry needs into accessible courseware. Make assistive technology and accessibility a routine. Now, people should be oriented how to use it. Screen readers, alternative and augmented communication, captioning, modified equipments, accessible transport must be the core to the training plans and not add ons. Department guidelines encourage these standards. So I recall in a very small program where a batch of students were trained in inventory tasks using the visual schedules and the barcode scanner app. After 2 months of the training, industry linked internship, which was more of an industry linked internship, 70% moved into the paid roles and with on the job supports. That shift happened because the training was practical. It was happening in the real environment, employer setup. And it was also because the employees were ready to adapt. So if you are a school leader, teacher, trainer, or even a policy maker, start with one simple thing, one employer contact, one accessibility fix. Skill plus opportunity is not a slogan, it is a system, and we can surely build it today. So, with this, I would like to end the video today and I would like to hear your thoughts. Let's make ability visible through skill. Until my next video, bye bye from here.